Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Texas 3 podcast. We thank you so much for coming out tonight. We're going to get this thing going. Please welcome to the stage your co-host, Drew Blues.
Love Drew Blues.
We got Drew Blues coming up to the stage.
Yeah,
we got Tiger.
Let's go for it.
And I am Jack Schutze.
Yeah, Big Schutze. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing tonight, guys? Where's Schutze at?
Schuster,
I know he's here.
I'm getting the words to go
Where you
away.
at?
This is the metaverse. Your weight does not matter.
I'm not.
Go.
Hey, give it up for Jack Schutze, our beautiful announcer slash co-host, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
And I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. And we got Tiger Ruiz. We got Jack Schutze and 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, we are the Texas 3.
Baby.
Yeah, we're gonna get
right
that
here.
right eventually.
We'll figure it out.
It's close enough. We doing good, guys. Welcome so much to the Unknown Theater. Give it up for yourselves for being a badass audience so far, guys. Yeah. We are three Texas comedians hoping to talk about Texas, all about Texas, for Texas, and connecting with our brothers and sisters from all over the world, man. This is great. How many of y'all are from another state, another country, another province, another dimension? Where tonight's at? All right, man.
Right there.
This guy right there. There you go, Street. Oh man. So guys, how are we doing this week, man? Anything that's going on,
Chilling.
man, in the world of comedy? Tiger.
I started a garden.
So I just want to announce something, guys. Oh yeah, give it up for gardening skills of Tiger.
Oh yeah, dude. Everything's
Green
growing. We're not buying
the
any more
most-
goddamn fruits or vegetables from the stores
Nice.
because it's all tainted.
That's good, man. Are you just ready for the apocalypse to fucking drop,
Dude, my bunker's next. My
bro?
next thing. I'm having a fucking bunker.
Bro, if you grow weed, I will live in your new commune. I got
That's
you,
my
bro.
next
We'll
thing.
do this
That's
together,
next,
man.
next.
Dude,
That's nuts. It's
bro,
gonna be like Ozark.
I don't have anything to get to.
Well,
Go
I
for it,
saw,
brother.
I saw
What
you
you got,
posted
Zach?
about this. Was the garden your idea or was it your wife's idea?
It was my idea. I'm trying to take care of my family.
Respect.
Oh, right. That's nice. That's
No,
nice.
you don't gotta order that.
I mean, bro, your kids are probably wondering, is Daddy gonna grow a fruity pebble tree? Like, what is this?
I tell them some crazy shit. You know?
Where's the zebra cake? Dude, for the longest time, I thought there was a zebra cake tree. I was sorely disappointed. I was mad as fuck. I was mad.
Remember the zebra gum?
I don't like zebra cake.
Oh, zebra.
No,
stripe.
what is?
The zebra stripe
stripe.
gum? The zebra
No,
stripes?
what is that?
You never
Nuh-uh.
tried the fucking zebra stripe gum?
No, what is this? This is
I thought you
chiclet
were
from
Mexican.
Mexico? What is this?
I thought you
Oh.
were Mexican.
It's actually like
okay.
Whole Foods gum. It's like all
Yeah,
organic.
yeah. It's
Which
like
means
every,
it like runs out
every
of flavor in 10 seconds.
There you go. That's very true. It's like one of these gums. It's like a rainbow gum, and there's like 5 sticks of every color, and every color tastes different. And it's like a zebra stripe all over it. You've never tried.
See,
that.
we're just blowing the minds of everybody here. Like, this is crazy. Like, huh?
Does anybody in
Are you
Canada know
freaking
what
out
gum
right
I'm
now? I've
talking
never even
about?
heard of zebra cake.
I know what
Zebra
gum
stripes?
is.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Zebra
what
stripe
She's
gum,
got it.
okay.
Hey, Lex, got it.
Oh,
Same.
because
about
they're
Big
from the
League
border
Chew?
too, bro.
No zebra gum.
Big League Chew, anybody?
I'm
Nobody?
from the
Am I the only
90s.
one?
Really
Big-
doing that.
Big League
90s
Chew.
candy.
Oh,
I'm a
For
90s
real.
baby,
we're
man.
90s kids, man.
We're 90s
That's,
kids.
He has a-
that's a 90s gum right there.
Fucking A.
But so was the
It's a
garden your
90s
idea or
gum?
was it your wife's idea? You
For
wanted
the-
to do it.
For the garden?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do it, dude, for sure. I was excited about it. Like, I made a fence and everything.
I have no patience.
Yeah.
I have no patience for gardening. I have no patience for gardening, man. Like, if I plant something, I want that fucker done immediately. All right. Maybe Uber Eats fucked it up for me. I don't know.
You sound like,
Like,
my
I
wife
want
in the
that,
movie.
right? But what like, what the hell are we supposed to do for 3 years while this tree grows? Like, this is bullshit, man. Like, I want to be able to see the tree.
We're not gonna have cucumbers for 6 months, kids.
Right? Can y'all imagine? Oh, honey, oh. Oh, look at the slowest growing tree ever. This is something. This tree was supposed to save our marriage, honey, but now you're
I want a
screwed.
divorce. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's supposed to grow something. Like, I don't know. I just don't have no patience for stuff. Marijuana, for instance. Like, that's why I go to my weed dealer because I don't want to grow it myself. This is why.
Drew, where the hell are
you're
you?
a coin, Drew, right now? Do you know that you're a coin?
It says you're away.
I think.
What happened?
I think are you broadcasting from a car again today, or are you at least in a stable place?
Yeah, where are you at?
No, I'm in a stable place. Did I freeze? Did I pause?
Yeah, I feel like you were like looking at your notes.
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I was waiting for Simon. Line.
Line.
This must be actual theater. Hello,
great.
line. Oh man, so what are you guys coming up? When's y'all's next show?
I got one. I got a few actually for May, dude. I have Conroy, Texas, with Dub XL. Oh, I'm part of Dub XL now. I'm part of this comedy. Yeah, Dub XL comedy.
We initiated.
It's a producer, right?
Yeah. It's a comedy
Give it up for
production
Tiger
company.
Ruiz for joining us Dub XL comedy, man. We're
So,
excited to have him.
You gotta do that. Thank you. But yeah,
That was
I
depressing.
got that,
Sorry, Tiger.
and I got booked for Roscoe's in Austin.
No
Oh, really?
kidding,
That's
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited.
So Austin's up to like
Oh, hell
7
yeah,
clubs
man.
now, right?
Dude,
Like,
they're booming with
there's
clubs. It's
Cap
crazy.
City, Vulcan's still going, Rogan's Club, Creek in the
Mothership, yeah.
Cave, East Side Showroom, like the Roscoe's, like that's nuts. So I don't know
Isn't that
how
a
familiar
chicken
y'all
place?
are, but like Austin is just blowing up with comedy. It's pretty nuts how much opportunities there are to actually be on. But so you're on Roscoe's. Is it a normal showcase or is it?
No,
is
it's a
it
legit
competition?
show. They just Josh and Castro asked me if I wanted to do it. I said yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
He wants me to host it also, so I'm gonna host that crap.
Oh, I want you to do all the work. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Perform
God damn it, you
and
better get
host.
some pay, bro.
I'm
Anyway,
getting paid.
guys, yeah, man. And how like is Austin's a booming place? So I mean, you're at a point, right? Where you're at a point where you're like just thriving in your comedy career, man. I mean, Austin's
man.
booming
I'm
right
trying.
now, as Jack said. Man, has anybody ever heard of the Mothership in Austin, guys? Has anybody like comedy fans heard of the Mothership? Yeah, you,
got one
Mr.
right there.
Belligerent. Yeah, but what it is right now, it's a new club that Joe Rogan just opened up, gives comedians a whole new chance, to make their names for themselves. Pretty dope. I actually, yeah, it's Joe Rogan's place, man. Believe it or not. There's steroids in a cup there. It's very nice. It's great.
It's everywhere. It's in the water fountain.
I was gonna say
Dude.
he was a somewhat of a controversial figure, and then he moved to town, opened this club, and everyone was like, "Yeah, I'm never saying a negative word about Joe Rogan ever again." Like all the comics just shut the fuck up and are ready to get on that stage because it's one of the better stages in Austin, right? It's probably the best stage in Austin right now.
Yeah, next to the Vulcan and the Creek in the Cave, right?
Yeah, well, so Vulcan, he actually left. There was like a handshake deal where Rogan was going to keep doing shows there, and then I was talking to someone behind the scenes, and they were like, "Yeah, the second the club opened,
Behind
it
the
just kind of
scenes?
like it just fell through." Which I don't blame him. If you own your own comedy club, why
Yeah.
would you do anything else? I'd be hanging out there all the time.
For sure, yeah.
For real, and
I
then
wanna
Bob
open up a comedy
Lazar
show.
stopped by there. Bob
He did?
Lazar was there actually.
Shut up.
Yeah, he stopped by the new fucking comedy club, dude. Yeah,
Oh, that's
seriously,
fucking
man.
dope. He was in Texas. That
He was in
motherfucker.
Texas, man. This
Oh, that's
motherfucker
cool.
visited one of the comedy clubs, man. He was just going to chill or whatever. He ended up
That's
having
dope.
dinner with Rogan. Checked out the new comedy club, man.
That's
Which, by
freaking
the way,
awesome.
reminds me, Tyke. Which reminds me, now I had some questions, man, about what's going on in our world right now, man. Like recently, I don't know if y'all heard about this, that Elon Musk launched a rocket from Texas. Have y'all heard about this in Corpus
Oh
Christi?
yeah.
I don't know if that's counting.
Yeah, so yeah, dude. Bro, my uncle was so excited. He pays about $500 just to go see this shit because he's expecting it to launch. He goes, "Oh, Mijo, I spent my paycheck on this. It's gonna be amazing." Just for this rocket to go.
Dude, I would prefer
My
to see a
uncle-
rocket blow up. If I'm going to see a rocket, as long as no one gets hurt, like I would prefer to see it blow up.
Yeah, that's better.
Entertainment-wise.
It's like
Bro.
going to NASCAR. You know, you go to watch the cars crash. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
It's true.
No, but the point is, he spent like money to go to an actual damn deep sea fishing trip just to see this thing just explode. He was like, "Oh, look, it's badass." You
Oh,
didn't
he
even
was
get
in
a
the water? That's
souvenir.
pretty wicked.
No, nothing. He was, yeah, bro. It was nuts. That's how close it was, man. It was really, really cool. He had pictures and shit. I was really amazed, man, because I've always wanted to visit space, you know, because I was always a firm believer that aliens are fucking real, man. Could you imagine us?
They are real.
Like,
They're real right now.
discovering space. I know they're space travel. I'm King Nothing. I know you're about to say something, pal, but you know what? We're gonna do this. It's all about
Shut your
UFOs.
meta mouth. You hear me?
I agree. There are.
All right.
There
There's
are,
not-
man.
Nowhere near here.
I believe.
That's true. That's where we're gonna talk one day. You hear me?
Well, so with the whole
Hell yeah.
rocket thing, supposedly the ground wasn't reinforced, and there wasn't like a canal for the exhaust to go, so it blasted concrete back into some of the rockets
That's
because
so
they cheated
stupid.
out. And that
You
was
would
one
think
of the
that's
reasons
something
that
they
it
would think
failed.
of.
Bro,
Well,
whoever
they
was doing that
suggested
was
he do
high.
it.
So
And
their
Elon
excuse
was like,
was,
"No,
we
we
forgot
don't
to
need that."
sweep the floor. That's fucking crazy. It's like, yeah, just so you know, this $20 million rocket blew up. Maintenance forgot to sweep the floor.
Well, that's how
We're like, we didn't
Drew
know what
never
happened.
said. Drew, did he make it back? Is he okay? Is there
Oh,
a funeral next week for your uncle?
No, yeah. By the way, he died. It's,
Oh, shit.
This is a memorial to him.
He was on the rocket.
He's like, I'm exhausted, and then the exhaust fell on top of him. Poor guy, man. He was pretty bad. That was a dad joke for all the Canadians out there. Thank you so much. All the way from Texas. Yeah. Nah, man.
I
He's
don't know
actually
how much-
survived.
I don't know how much news how much it made the news, but like Elon, it came out that he took a screenshot of his Twitter, and you could see his secondary account, like, you know, when you're jumping through like Facebook accounts, and it was of a little kid, and I forget the name, but it's like Elon Trust or something, and he was like on Twitter pretending like he was a child, like, oh, I'd love to go to a nightclub, but I'm too young to get in, and doing this weird fucking shit. And there's been like no release, and no one's really talking about it, but it's the weirdest.
No,
fucking
it
thing.
was.
Is that
it
real?
was his alt account that he would get people to pay to come see or see his account.
Oh, that's
How it
weird,
works.
dude. Oh, that's weird, man.
That is weird.
So it's
I don't know
basically
about
like a
that,
pay
but-
to play. Like I get to play a millionaire for the day. Like, oh yeah, for $50 a day, you could be Elon Musk. Step right up to the millionaires
That's
march. You know,
dope.
that's crazy, man.
I would post some
I would.
crazy
What
crap.
would you do with that much money? Would you?
What would you say? Like, pretend if you could pretend to be Elon Musk, what would you put?
I would put on the shitter's clog to Tesla.
The shitters clogged at Tesla.
Have either of y'all ever faked anything online or catfished or like jumped into chat rooms or anything like that?
I don't jump into chat rooms, but I like answering those spam calls and having my son talk shit.
Oh, that's so much fun.
It's the best.
I
It
do the
is, dude.
same
I-
thing, except I
I
suck.
do the same thing.
I had him answer it one time. They were calling trying to get me to give my social security and shit. And my son was right there, and I gave him the phone, and it was this Indian guy. And I was like, all right, listen, when he starts asking you questions, you just say, go fuck yourself. And
Teaching
So
them
I-
young. Teaching them young.
so I
appreciate
give him
it.
the phone. And the Indian guy's like, what is your social security number? And he's like, go fuck yourself. And the Indian guy goes, fuck you. And he hung up on my son. My son handed me the phone, and he was like, he says, fuck you, dad.
What the fuck, dude?
My
You're
wife
a
and I have a
monster,
new
dude.
one. You know how people will text you and they'll be like, "Hey, is this Rachel?" But they know it's not. They know it's the wrong name, and you're supposed to be like, "Oh, it's not." And they're like, "Oh, can I talk to you anyway?" I don't know if you've ever gotten that.
Oh
one
my
before.
gosh, yes.
So I now just
Jesus
pretend like it
Christ.
is Rachel. Whatever name they say, if it's like, hey, is this Steven? I'm like, yeah, this is Steven. And I just lean in. I'm like, yeah, from Miami? Like, that's me. And we have a whole conversation about it. And eventually they're like, stop texting me. And I'm like, but you texted me first. Like they bail on their own conversation. And it's like,
That's amazing.
it's so much fun. It's
I always get a call
about
from
to say-
this company looking for like a Veronica Torres. Every once a year or twice a year, I'll get. I recognize it's been going on for like 3 years. I should like answer one day and just say, yeah, you got her.
You know what
know
that
what I
is? That's actually like someone using your information and like bailing on a phone bill or something. That's what
Yeah,
that
they're
is.
just giving a fake number.
I hate that.
Fuckers.
You know what anybody hasn't done yet? Answer the phone as a sex operator. Nobody's ever done that to a fucking
Ooh.
caller, right? Bill payment.
Sounds good.
You would never get
Hey,
a call
baby.
again. Like, so,
You know, right? I'm looking for Veronica
what you
Torres.
wearing?
Oh yeah, you're looking for Veronica? Hold on. Let me just grab her real quick. Ah!
Oh, I'm spent. Thank you so
I am
much.
spent. They'll never call again, or I
They
might get
just ask
more.
for the Venmo. Ask for the
No, they're
Venmo.
gonna
Like,
call
can
you
I send
more.
you $5?
Yeah, I'm gonna get more calls. All the
Call you
telemarketers are gonna fucking call me. He's like, yeah, we're looking for that
I'm looking for
Veronica Torres, bitch.
Veronica Torres.
So we said 90s kids earlier.
looking for you.
We had that AOL. Don't tell me you didn't jump into like a lesbian chat room as a 13-year-old boy, at least at some point.
I'm 28. Haven't really done that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm 28, bro.
Yeah.
How old are you, Tiger?
I'm 33.
33. Okay. Anyone else out there? AOL chat rooms back in the day? AIM?
Man,
Okay.
masturbating was hard back then.
Dude, there was no
Yahoo
picture or
chat.
anything. You were just a name. You were just whatever your name said. So you could be whoever you wanted to be.
you'd be like ASL question mark.
ASL, yeah.
Oh,
Age, sex,
wow.
location.
Oh,
Location. Oh, that's old school right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so like you were just type sexting. You were just basically sexting
Yeah,
online.
yeah. It was all chat. It was all letters. I feel like an idiot.
You're typing
letters.
naked on your computer. That's amazing.
But you'd make some friends.
he's
You'd make
going
lifetime
into
friends,
detail
you know?
with this one,
For
folks.
real. If it was me, I'd be
Damn,
typing on the computer
right.
like my feet aren't touching the ground. I'm short.
I just,
That was a
it
short
one of
joke,
those
but it didn't
things
Give
work.
where,
me
like,
all
You
your
can't
money.
tell.
like the dialogue that would go in those chat rooms, you knew it was all little horny boys because the things they would type would be just like completely outlandish. Like,
And
oh, my
misspelled.
boobs are so big and hard. It's like, oh Jesus, what does that even mean? Big and hard boobs? You mean
It's like, I want to see that ass, but the ass is all fucking backward and shit.
So anyway, now you know about my summer of 1997. I'll change
Well,
the topic. Never mind.
That's
Anyway,
sad. I feel
anyway,
sorry
never
for your
mind.
nights of pixelated buttholes.
For
No, but
real,
they
especially
load
because
like
it
a-
was like just,
Exactly.
Jeez. So Elon
oh
Musk.
my god.
No, yeah, Elon Musk and shit.
Elon
Being a
Now we
child.
got off topic real quick.
Well, we were gonna
Really quick.
I wanted to ask you guys. You guys are from San Antonio, and I've visited there a lot. But like, how do y'all feel about OG San Antonio and like all the things that it has to offer? Like, what do you guys like it, or is it touristy to y'all, or what? Like, what do we feel?
I like it. I like downtown San Antonio, man. I was born and raised here, so I would always go to the Riverwalk. I don't know if you guys know this, but in downtown San Antonio, there's a river running through it. It's called the
awesome.
Riverwalk, and it's green. Yeah, I don't know if rivers are green, but that one is, and it's nice. It's fucking nice.
Yeah,
I like it. It reminds me of
it's like
Italy
a
a little bit.
magical marvel. Like they
It is.
they diverted the actual river and they keep it at the same height, but there's like all these restaurants and bars and like little kitschy shops and stuff, and it's a lot of fun if you get down there.
Yeah, it's dope. Y'all should definitely come. We'll hang out, grab some drinks. Let's all plan it right now. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
for sure. Go on your Palm Pilots,
I'm gonna
and
need
we're gonna go
everybody's
ahead and
email.
plan this out right now.
But yeah.
Honestly, man, right? What's going on right now is something called Fiesta. Have you ever heard of Fiesta out there in the United States and the whole world?
Mexican.
Fiesta. Yeah, there we go, man. So
It's basically a week of
since y'all-
partying.
Some of y'all don't know what Fiesta is. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's basically a week of partying, like food and
2
partying
weeks.
and chicken on a stick. Have y'all tried chicken on a stick?
Corn dog?
No, dude.
Chicken on a stick.
What? No, picture like a chicken breast fried on a stick with a jalapeno poked on top. It's
That
amazing.
shit's fucking awesome, dude.
You know, traditional
Yeah.
Mexican fare. You know.
Dude, for real, man.
Yeah, there's
Like, if you're a
tacos.
pothead, man, the munchies are just great, bro. Like, I love
Oyster
it.
bake, dude. Me and my wife went to Oyster Bake, and we did oyster shots. Dude, if you ever get a chance to come to San Antonio during Fiesta, go to Oyster Bake. They give you a shot glass, and in the shot glass is an oyster, and you can put whatever topping you want on it, and you just throw it back. It's amazing, dude. It's the most amazing thing in the world, and it's only $6.
Wow. No fucking way. Really?
Oh, it's like, okay, so it's like you have to, it's Fiesta, so you have to get like money and buy tickets, and everything costs tickets.
Yeah.
So it's like I paid like 4 tickets for it.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah.
I love Fiesta.
It's amazing.
I've never been in the Oyster Bake. Do you have any bands that come up? Do they play?
Dude, they have
like,
like
what,
three-
what bands have you seen?
They have like 3 stages. There's like a Spanish stage, a rap stage, and like a country stage, I think.
I was just
Let's-
gonna say I went there one time and I saw probably the worst Journey cover band I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, that's sad.
But then it was followed by R.I.P. Aaron Carter. I saw Aaron Carter there
Oh, that's
on the
dope.
backstage,
wow.
and he actually
wow.
tore it up. He actually
He's
did
good,
really
man.
good.
Yeah,
At the
rip.
time I was like just there to be silly, but I was like, fuck, he tore it up.
Dude, there was a couple during one of the concerts, and they were probably like in their 50s, and they were making out hard. Like,
Like you do.
dude, they were making out fucking. They were almost having sex. Like,
They
for
thought
real.
they thought they were at the Clam Jam.
Yeah, dude. They were making out. He has like his hand like squeezing her ass, but like I don't see his hand. It's deep. Like he's in there deep. Bro, it was bad.
Oh
It
God,
was bad.
he's about to smell some buffalo wing sauce. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
that's not
dude.
good, man.
He tried high fiving me. I was like, I'm
Oh,
out.
dude.
Like, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not high fiving that.
they're so leathery that when they have sex, it just sounds like Bibles opening up and closing. You know, just
Like sheets of leather and mayonnaise slapping together.
sounds like a fucking pterodactyl coming at you.
For real.
Oh God! Well, we're gonna have all images tonight of 2 old people fucking. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Or if you're into that, I mean, you're gonna be looking up
This
on
is the
Pornhub. I
grossest
don't know.
we get.
Yeah, this is gross as we fucking get.
It's pretty gross.
I'm excited, man. The Fiesta is underway. We got Tiger part of the Texas 3 podcast, man. We got
mean Dub
shows coming up. Oh, Dub XL, my bad. At Texas 3. I would love Texas
Yeah.
3 shows. More,
Yeah, we're
more
here,
live
yeah.
Texas 3. Yep. Especially in real life, man. If y'all see us all, you know, in Facebook, Instagram, please follow us. We like love, we like shares. We're always doing this every week. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we also want to talk about more paranormal stuff. And I like to talk to Tiger about this because Tiger has a real big grasp of the unknown. And every time he actually talks to me, I'm learning something new. So what's your latest rabbit hole today?
My latest rabbit hole. The dude,
Mhm.
the
What
many
you been
world
researching?
the many worlds theory. I've been reading up on this. I think Jack knows a little bit about this, right, Jack? The many worlds theory.
Oh, explain. I might.
So like basically, there's like time isn't linear. It's on a frequency, and there's many frequencies. So basically, it points to there being multiple realities. So multiple
Yes.
Earths. You know what I mean? Multiple universes, which means if the universe is that big and it's multiplied by that much, that science would say that you could exist in many different forms. So like Drew, like right now, you exist as you right now, but you could exist in a different reality where you've done the exact same thing, you've made all the same choices, and you made all the same mistakes. And then in a different reality, you could do the opposite of everything you've ever done and be way better than what you are right now.
It's the butterfly effect.
So like in a different reality,
I'm
So, like-
Drew. This pack.
yeah. So like, and for me, like I'm short, I'm Mexican. In a different reality, I could be amazing, like 6'2", white, big dick, good credit. It'll be amazing. You know what I mean? So
that was very specific.
yeah, yeah. I'm winning in
You
different
thought about
realities,
this
man.
bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna have like books of quantum. He's gonna make a whole parallel universe fucking machine. He's
For
gonna try to
real.
go in.
That was just a new bit I was
Dude.
kind of working. But no,
What-
that's
what would
really
you-
true. I've been researching the shit out of that.
Have you looked
It's
into
weird, man.
generative
It's
AI
so-
at all?
What's up?
Have you been looking into generative
What's
AI
up?
at all?
Generative AI or degenerative AI?
Generative AI.
Okay, I think like asshole
What is
AI.
that,
I'm
Miss
like,
Haley?
yeah, no, not yet. Generative AI. I know about AI. I'm not familiar with generative. Can you explain that real quick?
Generative AI is like, I don't know if you have Snapchat, but it's like that AI bot that's been reaching out to people. It takes just a small snippet of your voice and a very small snippet of a video of you, and it can completely make its own version of you and with its own personality and everything.
Oh, that's super scary.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's like the AI is basically having sex with your face and creating something. That's
Pretty much.
amazing.
I think we hit on it at one point, but there
Did
was
you hear what she said? She said that it takes a snippet of your voice and your viv and then a video of you and it creates a version of you with this fucking snippet.
Oh, dude, get
Yep.
ready for this. The next 2 years of deep fakes and all this bullshit election stuff. There's
What,
gonna be so
Tom-
much fake stuff coming out.
Tom Brady's suing right now. I just saw that before we logged on. Tom Brady is suing. I forgot what company because they're of that video they have of him with his voice and he's saying all this crazy shit.
I did see
Generative
that. I
AI.
did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's what that is. That what it was?
Generative
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah, he's suing the company. That's insane.
They're making whole movies right now with actors who are not even really there.
What?
Yeah.
The best porns.
Are you serious?
The best points.
I got a thumbs up from over there. All right,
Dude,
someone's on my level.
AI would make the best porns though.
I just wish I was famous enough for someone to
Girl.
care to make an AI of anything of me. Like that's when you know you've done it well. It's like if someone is taking the time to assign the AI to you, that means you're on the right path.
Right.
He's like, yeah, let me calculate just how much of a piece of shit he is. I'm just kidding.
Big calculation.
Dude, if anything, it's gonna calculate how much weed I smoked just today. It's gonna have,
It's gonna mistake you for a fucking weed
Dude.
plant.
bro, for real, man. I mean, I like that, man. Just because, for one, that's like the ultimate catfish, right? Like,
That's
I'm gonna be
scary,
honest
though.
with you, like that's like the ultimate catfish. Imagine AI just talking to girls for you. Like, fuck, I'm not poetic. I was
Dope.
gonna send you some poetic shit, though, right? Some
Imagine what
poems,
it's gonna
give
do
you some.
to the election.
Yeah, it's gonna be. scary.
Oh,
Ooh.
We're trying
I
to.
vote,
scary,
vote
dude.
Jack for president.
Dude, AI scares me. It scares me because Elon Musk himself warned people. Remember when he went on Joe Rogan and he was like, I tried to warn them, but it was futile. Like that was so fucking scary when he said that.
That's
I
because he
tried to-
wants his to get. He
Yeah.
has his own.
They're
He
all in.
wanted
They're all
everybody
in
else
a
to
war
stop
to see who can
so
come
he
up
can
with
get
the
his
best
out.
one, the fastest.
That's scary, man.
yeah. And
Well,
and there's
it's
zero.
helping out people.
That's still scary because
There's-
remember the other did you read the other AI story of the Facebook one where they had the two computers talking to each other and the computers
I saw-
became aware yeah, they became aware that somebody was in the room listening, so on the spot they made up their own language and they got scared and they fucking pulled the plug.
Yeah, that's happening.
Wow,
Right. They
we-
can't currently explain some of the answers that Chat GPT is coming up with. They can't look in the code and be like, this is what the computer was like. There's like AI ethicists or what. I know that's probably not the word, but there's people. They're trying to get people to slow it down to be like, maybe we should understand this more before we just go full force.
I
And
agree.
basically, everyone else is like, eat a dick. I want Google to have the best AI, or I want Microsoft to
Yeah.
have the best AI. So
So
What's gonna happen when they
ChatGPT
say
is
no?
generative AI.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Dude,
it doesn't allow you voice recognition though. It's just by typing at the moment, right? Or is it like evolving into that though?
It's
There's a
evolving.
difference though.
Well, like he was saying, like there's certain aspects of it where it's got a mind of its own.
Hey,
And it's
Drew, I
evolving.
got an example, Drew. So they wanted an AI to complete a job and try and make money. They assigned it a task to make money, and it got stuck on the like CAPTCHA question to like click this to tell me you're not a robot. It hired a dude from a third world country to go in and be like, hey, and the AI lied. The AI was like, I'm blind and I can't complete this CAPTCHA to get me past it. So it was smart enough to go hire someone to complete the I am not a robot thing. And like none of that was programmed. And they were just like, holy fuck, we didn't even think a robot would be smart enough to do something like that. So
it was deceitful.
Dude.
So the robot could lie.
Dude, some of the early AIs, they say I love you and they say fucked up shit because it's a reflection of our own society. So it's like it's looking at everything on the internet and like, what can I say to manipulate this person?
Siri's gonna be like, go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna reboot your phone.
Basically.
Dude, what's gonna happen when you're applying to say no?
My Google thing is supposed to like get better. It's gotten to where I think it's like ignoring me on purpose. Like it's supposed to get better at my recognition, and I'm like, "Hey Google," I'm fucking shouting like full volume, and it's like
it's gonna yell back. What, Jack? What the fuck do you want?
Oh, I can't wait for that day.
It's like, God damn, dude, we're from San Antonio, man. My fucking AI is gonna be Latina. What you want, güey? Chingao, man. The fuck? Another porn page, chingao.
No, sucio way,
Sucio. Nah, man. Listen, AI, as I say, AI is good in retrospect. We give it too much power. Like literally, we had AI actually, have early warning detections for cancer. Like it's a good product to have at some fucking point, but we just can't give it too much information. And that's what these scientists are doing. We're hooking up to the internet. This is Ultron 2.0.
They're
that's
doing
what
it
I'm
on
scared
purpose.
about, man.
It'd be one thing if you were trying to make like the best robot or like the best computer robot ever with the limits, but they're purposely trying to fucking make it think on its own. Like that's their goal. Their goal is to get it to think on its own. Like you don't gotta do that.
Well, then they can sell the technology. Their goal is to
and then
make
they can
money.
sell
That's
it.
the ultimate goal is to try.
It's like
and figure out how to
Jurassic
make
Park.
money off of it.
Remember Jurassic Park when Jeff Goldblum's like, you've been so focused on about the fact that you're able to do it, you didn't ask yourself if you should. You know what I mean?
Jeff Goldblum's the I feel like so Drew, I know you're not drunk, but with the delay and you keep on picking up that coffee cup, it reminds me of like a drunk dude that keeps playing.
Yeah.
You've been at a party, the drunk
right
dude
now.
has like a talisman he's just holding on to.
Well, like I said, I'm Jimmy Fallon right now, and I'm drunk and fake laughing at every one of y'all's jokes. It's gonna
Drunk Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, he's a mannequin.
Dude. But honestly, right now, I don't know if y'all heard, Disney is actually taking their first foray into AI. They had a robot right now, like they just unleashed a new robot, released a new robot right now that's literally doing tumbles for their new superhero line. So it's basically a full-bodied superhero character doing tumbles, doing karate kicks for an attraction right now, and it's using AI algorithms.
That's dope.
That's crazy, man. I know. That's nuts to me.
They just sued Florida because the fucking dickhead governor's trying to like tell them what to do. Hopefully they got some AI lawyers to fucking figure that shit out. Have you guys been following any of the Disney
AI
stuff?
lawyers?
I
don't know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I have been following the AI lawyers. Yes,
I have not, but that sounds fucking great.
I mean, yeah, tell them a little bit about it, Jack.
Yeah, Jack, what's up with
Well,
this?
so Disney has for years they've had this like special exemption where they're essentially allowed to run their own mini city. And the reason they did it is because it's so vast. At a certain point, the state was like, you're going to do it better. So like they wrote this special exemption. They have their own little board that's supposed to make these decisions and stuff. And when Florida came out with a Don't Say Gay bill, Disney was like, we don't really support that. We have tons of LGBTQIA people that work for us. Like we can't support those ideas. And so the governor who wants to be president is trying to like flex on him really hard. So he's like, I'm going to appoint all the people on this board and start taking away your privileges. Well, 2 months ago, before they were appointed, Disney had a meeting and they did everything legally where they announced in the paper and they removed their own authority and gave it back to Disney. And it's like, they just like undercut this giant plan. And so right now they're like Disney is versus Florida right now is basically what's going on. Like one of the biggest companies in the world versus an entire state is like,
It's all distraction.
is it?
I don't know.
crap.
You know, bro, I can't. You know what?
Man.
Let's be honest. We can't tell. Like I don't think any at this point. There's so much fucking information. It's you really have to do like a deep dive and know what the hell you're talking about to like decipher what's fucking real and what's fake.
Well,
You
so
know what
I
I mean?
think maybe the distraction
It's
is that
one
like,
guy whose butt hurt.
thank you. DeSantis is trying to flex and become a president, so he's like, watch me fuck with Disney, but he got out fucking played by a. They have so many lawyers, like literally, they have all the money in the world, and he got outplayed in front of everyone, and so he's just
gonna
doubling
answer me?
down because he's got a fucking
Yeah,
it
he can go
called,
fuck himself.
Napoleon complex.
I kind of want sense. Well, I mean, it's not the only AI lawyer. You know, in New York, they actually have robotic AI police dogs.
Oh, for real?
I've seen a couple of them.
For real, they just released a bill today, or no, actually last week in New York City, that has AI dogs going all over the city and trying to like, bust people from crimes. Man, they'll for warrants, so they're gonna get you for speeding kids, and I think that's crazy, man. I think we're getting into the RoboCop. I know, man.
Do
That's
they have any
nuts to me, dude.
capabilities?
Because
Like,
for
can they
one-
shock you, or can they do they have any weapons on them?
They have weapons on. They have little mini dart guns. Like they're not really guns, but there's something. They're not lethal force.
Oh shit!
Damn, that's.
I don't want to get jacked
I
up by
know,
a
man.
robot
It's
dog.
It's for real, man. What do y'all think about that, guys? Y'all think AI is literally a little bit too quick, or is it a long time coming? A lot of us were waiting for the Jetsons to come out. Like, what do you think, King Nothing?
It's been going on for decades already. AI.
For
And
decades.
it's no
Absolutely.
different from any new technology that we create. You can either use it to better mankind or to destroy it.
Is that what
every
you
time
think
you get a
it's-
new technology come out, it's the worst thing that could ever happen to society. And now we watch TV every day, all day. We're in VR. We have all our smart technology.
That's true.
It's no different from the last piece
Oh,
of
wow.
technology that we were going to destroy each other with.
So,
Yeah.
Kenny Gossett, 92. Are you muted or are you unmuted?
Who?
Pro AI or
miss-
anti AI?
Pro.
Hell yeah, man. Why
Okay.
pro?
Explain yourself, son.
Why stick with the past? I mean, we gotta accept the future, so why not just roll with it, man? I mean,
I have a question for you. What if we're not meant to have technology? What if we're meant to be more connected with the earth than we are technology?
you
Fucking
just said
farmer
it
tiger
right
over
there,
here.
but like,
I'm just saying,
people
man.
are gonna see you look like the crazy person now when you're 100% correct. So you're gonna
Yeah,
have
no,
to,
see,
like,
yeah.
you're gonna have to do the controversy. It's crazy. You can't argue.
Yeah.
It's too late.
You know what I've noticed, man? Let me tell you something. This is interesting, Jack. So ever since I've changed like my diet and I'm eating healthier and I'm growing my own shit, what he said is absolutely fucking right. I'm the weird one now. Like even in my family, like people think like, oh, you're why are you doing all that? Why are you eating that way? It's like, what the fuck are you? Like, I feel like they think I'm brainwashed. Like, no, dude, y'all are fucking brainwashed. Like, it's like they really think eating healthy is like a trend. You know, people think
100%.
it's a straight trend. So when you change up your diet and you start making these changes, he's absolutely right. You become the weird conspiracy theorist dude who's like, oh, he's not eating processed foods and he's trying to grow his own stuff. Like, it's
Have you ever
freaking
tried
crazy.
to cut back
He's
on
trying
alcohol?
to save everybody. Oh yeah. fuck
Yeah.
him.
Exactly. But a lot of people don't understand, and what I've been learning is like a lot of the shit we eat on a daily basis is not meant to go inside of a human body. Like period. Like fucking period.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of the modern food, the modern food processing is like invented in the last 50 years, but we're working with a body that's 100,000, 100,000
Yeah.
years in development to eat certain types of wheat or not eat wheat, certain
Yeah.
vegetables, and all of a sudden we're trying to like force down a fucking microwave
Yeah.
dinner. It's like, it
and,
just
and
doesn't make
we're
fucking
paying
sense.
for it now, dude. That's you said 50 years. That's absolutely right, because now we're seeing the worst cancers, the worst, fucking everybody's becoming a diabetic in America. Like it's freaking horrible, dude. And it's the food. I saw this video of a guy. He lived in Italy for like a year, and he said that he ate bread, he ate cheese, he fucking drank wine. He said he was a bodybuilder. He said he felt great. Did the exact same routine, came back to America. He said he felt like shit every day.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, man.
Well, they're also like
Oh,
organic.
yeah, man. Yeah.
The booze they drink's better for you over there too. Like the wine,
It's wine, man.
it's
Hell
more
yeah.
organic, and it's.
Antioxidants.
I went and spent some time. My brother got married over there, and I have an autoimmune thing. I was walking every day and like drinking and eating all the essentially what you said, like the same shit. Felt totally great. Came back here, continued with the same, like, okay, trying to walk, trying to eat, and just whatever it is, the extra sugar, the extra salt, and
It's the
everything.
fucking
it
water,
just
bro.
fucked
It's
me
the
up.
water here. That's what it is. That's what he chalked it up to. He was like, because in Italy, their water system, they still use aqueducts, like stones. You know what I mean?
We got lead and like metals and everything.
See,
here.
and that's what I don't understand either. Like we went from using copper piping, which is actually good for your water, because copper water has benefits for you. And on top of that, they went to fucking PVC pipes, like waste chemical. You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy.
Money.
Yeah.
If
Where I
y'all
live
fuck
in,
with my
All money.
McDonald's, I'd be mad as fuck.
Dude,
Don't take away my Big Mac, bro.
I know,
For
but I still
real,
love
dog.
pizza.
Don't ruin it for me.
Oh, I absolutely love pizza, man.
That's my
Well, so
guilty
have you ever
pleasure.
tried to like? So what? My wife and I, we've been trying to cut back on alcohol. And if you
Why?
tell people you're slowing down drinking, like, hey, I'm just like not drinking tonight, they're immediately like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like,
Yeah.
the default shouldn't be to drink.
Yeah,
And it's
I'm an
just ingrained.
alcoholic.
Well, I live in a college town, so that doesn't fucking help. Every single where he goes, like $2
Oh, you're
shots,
awesome.
man.
That's right. Yeah,
Fuck that.
fuck that, man. That's too much.
So moving on, man. I actually have some news story that I want to kind of share with y'all. One of the news stories that I was sent out is there's in UTSA, they're literally continuing on a 50-year-old investigation on the exact weight and measurement of a soul.
What?
Like a soul can be weighed. Yep.
Stop it.
The soul, when it leaves a body, can actually be weighed.
So what you're saying is, so
because UTSA
they laid somebody on a scale, killed him, and like, oh, he's like 0.grams lighter. The soul left. Is that like that's what I'm picturing right now?
Actually, this terminal patient literally passed away, man. She had signed some waivers to say, I'm going to give your body to science. You do whatever test that you ran on me. One of the tests that they ran was actually from, it was from a church. I think it was a diocese that funded this investigation. Turns out that when the man passed away, literally, he got lighter.
Oh shit!
Like about 2 or 3 grams lighter, man, when he passed away. I don't know if it was the extra gas or anything, but they're saying that it could be an extra energy within the body, which is categorized as a soul.
That could be. Maybe it was like his last fart or like air. I don't know.
Would you want to be reincarnated? Like if that's like so for me, I like the idea of the finality of life, to where it's like, you live your life and then you just go away. Like I actually like enjoy the idea of just going away versus being a spirit. But like reincarnation or spirit, like so we know each other, but we've never talked about anything like this before.
Yeah, we're going deep into this.
No, dude.
Buckle up,
This is my favorite topic. This is okay for me. This is crazy because I don't like talking. Before I didn't like talking about this. Like this was like a very sensitive subject,
Right.
like death. Like death was like a really, really scary subject for me. But I tried DMT and it took my fear of death away completely. You know what I mean? So
Get out of here, dude.
for real, no, dude. I have no fear. Like I can talk about it.
Yo.
I can talk about it. I'm good. I'm completely at fucking like
I
peace
think
with
he
the fact
asked
that it's
what's
gonna happen.
DMT.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the question.
So
Sorry, Tiger.
when you start the dying process, your body you naturally produce DMT within you, and when you start to die, it
Dimethyltryptamine.
releases it to your brain and lets you know like everything's going to be okay. So there's the theory that like the whole into the light, talking with God, that's DMT being released to you. They figured out a way to synthesize it, and so you can essentially like speak to God Okay.
in a
Wow.
very limited short format. Is that
and
accurate?
everybody, but here's the thing. So here's some crazy thing with that. I've spoken to people who've done it in the same room,
Mhm.
and when they came out of it, they both had a conversation wherever they were at,
Oh,
and they
wow.
recalled the conversation afterwards.
Wow.
Like, so wherever they went spiritually,
Wow.
yeah, wherever they went, like, if they astral projected or wherever the hell they went, dude. Because when I did it, I definitely like I felt my soul ripping away from my body, and like I was like catapulted into like forever, like and yeah. So when those two guys came out of it, they apparently they met each other, and she described him and he described her, and they both confirmed it. They were just like, yeah, that was me who you saw. You know what I mean? Like it was
Oh, that's
crazy. It was one of
Oh,
the craziest,
shit.
like craziest things I've ever I've ever heard. Like that
So,
was
did
like,
they describe exactly where they were? Like, did they describe like
yeah,
in detail what was around
she
them, or
described
what?
him as being draped like in pink and yellow, and then he said yeah, he goes, I did see that on myself. He goes, I saw the pink and yellow going through me. He goes, I felt like I was being thrown like a lot of love and a lot of like affectionate energy. And then she goes, I felt like I was giving that to you. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy.
Dude, man. Now,
Yeah.
at foremost, what did you see exactly? Just because if you ever heard of DMT, folks, and I will tell you this with DMT, from the people that I've talked to, they all had the same story. They would talk to mythical beings, elves,
I saw myself.
raise a pink light. This is the first time I ever heard about it. Really?
Yeah. So I tried it. Usually you take about three hits of it, and on the third one, it's supposed to just blast you off, man. So I take 2 hits. I'm sitting on my couch, and I have like a Buddha painting in my living room. That painting came with my eyes open. That painting came off, and it turned into a translucent cube. And the picture of the Buddha face was smiling at me, like his cheeks were rising, and I can see through the painting. And there's all these lights, kind of just like these rows of lights, kind of just flying, like just lighting up. Like
So with how you felt after the process, do you think it's something you would do again, or would you leave it alone as like, okay, I did this, I don't need to go back?
No, I want to go back in because I feel like there's more I gotta learn, and it's definitely helped me for sure. Like I said, I'm not scared of dying. I feel like I think things through when I get emotional or if I get upset. Because before I was very reactive, like I would get mad very, very quickly. Now I can take like a break and be like, okay, you know what? Let's think this through. You know what I mean? Like I've changed a lot because my wife definitely noticed changes in me for sure. Like she could
Oh,
definitely
that's
vouch for
awesome,
that.
man. That's awesome.
So
Did you when you were astral projecting, did you steal anybody's joke?
shut the fuck up. No,
That
God,
was just
no.
the topic we were gonna hit on.
But I did, like I said, I did get over my fear of death, and that I was like in a white room, and that's where I accepted it. Like I was like in a white room, a void, and I whispered to myself, like, "Am I dead?" And I can hear my voice on stereo, like in the room, like it was like on echo or some shit. And when I accepted it, I was like, "Fuck it, I guess I was literally convinced in my brain that I was dead. Like nothing, you could not convince me that I wasn't. And I was like, I'm dead. And once I accepted it, the room turned into like the most beautiful fucking colors, dude. I'm talking blue, green, yellow, like, and like
Well,
I had
that goes
these
along
beings.
with the whole like see the light. Do you think that's part of it when people are
Well,
like
check it out.
they're
Check it out.
passing through and they're like, I see the light?
I through that light, I had these beings. Like this, like I can feel these beings telling me, like, "Hey, dude, relax. Like, stop paying attention so much. Enjoy that you're here." Like that's what they were
Nice.
telling me. They were telling me to just chill because I was, and they got me. Whoever the fuck was talking to me, dude, they got me because I was trying to pay attention to everything. Like I didn't want to forget because I was afraid that I wasn't dead. Part of me felt that I wasn't dead still. So I was like, I don't want to forget this place. So I was trying to pay attention to everything. And once it turned to green and yellow, those beings were like, dude, chill, relax, enjoy it. Like it was fucking crazy.
Straight. Hey, how do you say your name? Stride? Strayed?
Streed. Streed. So this is a drug you took then, or what?
So listen, okay.
Yes.
I wouldn't. Yes and no. It's a drug, but you have it on you all the time. You just don't know it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's there's DMT in your body right now.
There's
it just only gets
there's
released
DMT.
in
Like if
extreme
you've
circumstances.
ever had a really vivid dream and you felt like it was real, and you woke up feeling it was real, then that night your brain released a little bit more DMT for whatever reason. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So DMT
Okay.
could be found on frogs. It's actually in I forgot what continent, but there's these frogs and basically they have like this oil on their back. You rub the frog on a mirror, it turns to these little flakes, and you get the flakes and you smoke them. You smoke the flakes, and it
That's
takes
so
you there, man.
funny. You smoke the flakes, man.
Yeah, you crush them up, you smoke the flakes, and it takes you out of this fucking world.
So does it change your heart rate or
I
blood
mean,
pressure?
as much as a roller coaster would, or as much as you eating candy would. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So Tiger's the expert in this one. I haven't done it yet. I want to do it. I need to find a trusted source, and then I plan on doing it.
I
at some
highly
point.
recommend it, guys. If you ever try it, I don't recommend you do it as a party thing. I don't even recommend you do it with people. If you're gonna do it, man, if you're trying to work on something, if you're trying to fucking figure out who you are or what the fuck this place is, then you know what, meditate on it. You know, if you're a prayer, pray about it. But definitely just think about it, man. Think about what you want to get out of it, because I guarantee you, going into it, you're gonna get out of it what you go into it with. You know, so basically, I'm telling you right now, you control your trip. You decide what kind of trip you're gonna have.
You buy this online or where?
No, you buy it from a guy.
A guy. Yeah.
I think that's actually what Drew's doing right now. Drew's taking his hero dose in the back of the club, getting ready to go perform.
I got lucky, man. Like, my story from finding it was crazy. I discovered DMT like 3 years ago, and I told myself, you know, if the universe wants me to take it, I'm gonna take it. And then I moved back to Texas a year later from like discovering it, or a couple years later, and out of nowhere, a nephew of mine just comes up to me and he's just like, "Hey, check this out," and he just shows it to me. I'm like, "What is that?" And he's like, "It's called DMT." And I was like, "Dude, do you know what the fuck you have in your hand? Like, that's like God's brain. You know what I mean? Like, you have God's brain in your fucking hand." Like, I couldn't believe it. And I was like, for me, that was the universe telling me, like, "Dude, this is your time. Try it." So I took it. I waited about 2 or 3 weeks. I meditated on it, things that I wanted to work on myself, my fears. And bro, it fucking worked. Like, it's like 30 years of therapy in one session. It's amazing.
But buying it off of a guy, aren't you afraid of it being laced with fentanyl or anything like that?
Yeah, man. As much as, and then they're starting to lace stuff with weed, but a lot of things like DMT is now legal in other states, so you could actually get it from in a vape cartridge. You know what I mean? So it's
if you
Oh
you're
my
unfamiliar
god,
with,
man.
if he's back, DMT hits you hard, Drew.
he's back from
Dude,
his trip.
your gray elves fucking cut my Wi-Fi, bro. I'm scared now, man. Yeah, he said you can't be talking
was
about
the
the
DMT
netherworld no
elves.
more. Oh my god.
I was
Sorry
worried
about
about
that.
the AI shutting you down for talking too much about it. It's like, fucking
Bro, there's two guys in black suits at my door, man. They're like, "What the hell are you talking about in there, man?"
long story short, just to end the trip story, at the end of it, when I came out of it, I felt myself like catapulting back down to earth, and I could literally feel the wind on my face, like blowing, as I'm sitting in my couch. And as I'm coming back down, I'm seeing right in front of me, it's like a screen of me getting into an argument with my wife, but it's from her perspective. It's like I'm looking at myself through her eyes, and I look so fucking ugly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, I look like I can see how ugly I look to her when I get upset. Like, and when I came back, yeah, dude, bro, when I came back down and I came out of it, like I was breathing really hard and I was crying as my eyes were closed. And then once I opened my eyes, dude, I cried the fucking hardest I've cried in my life for like 10 minutes. It was weird. It was I had no control over it. I have no control. It was fucking crazy.
How long did it last for?
It felt like an hour, but it was about 10-15 minutes.
Oh wow.
Jesus, man.
It was amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, I should have fucking wrote wrote something after I came out of it, like wrote down my experience. But dude, Like, holy shit. Like, there is something. I don't know what happens after we die, bro, but there's something. Like, there has to be something. You know what I mean? I don't know. You can call it God. You can call it the universe. You can call it forever. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but there's definitely something.
Is it kind of like ayahuasca, or ayahuasca's more
Same
like
shit.
LSD?
Ayahuasca is DMT. You just need the ayahuasca plant for it to pass through your system, because your body has natural inhibitors that prevent it from becoming psychedelic. So you take the DMT plant and you take the ayahuasca plant and they mix it together into like a drink.
Nice.
Wow, dude. And you know, before you were saying before about San Antonio having like rich history, is because of Indian, like Native American tribes. Like my aunt, or like our family's Native American.
Yeah.
And they talk about that. They talk about spirit quests, you know, spiritual journeys. By the way, did y'all know that in legends, you know, weed is actually a Native American word? It was like a Native American plant. It was really a plant that was handed down from the gods to man to grant knowledge. That's what marijuana was, man. And it was interesting.
And to
And it was like
get your
the
wife off your back.
quest.
Back to the show.
And to relax her in a hard
Ain't
day.
that right, Miss Shootsy?
All right, give it up for Miss Schutze, ladies and gentlemen. Jack's lovely
Yeah.
wife, guys. Let's get some confettis out there, man.
I did want to before we start wrapping it up. I did want to hit. We had a suggested topic about the difference between like stealing jokes and basically they requested that we kind of explain like what it's like as a comic in the comedy scene if someone gets accused of stealing jokes. And so I was going to talk a little bit about that. Are you guys
Go
cool
for
with
it,
that?
dude.
Go for it, man.
Yeah, go for
So
it.
I know Belligerent, you've done comedy. King Nothing, you've got on the stage yet?
Nope.
Nope. X's and O's. Anybody else do comedy out there? Interested in comedy? We're gonna talk about it anyway. So like, there's this idea that comics steal jokes, but there's a big difference between a comic going to a club, seeing an act, and then the next week you see that comic do that same act that he stole off stage, versus like, oh, there's a Chinese balloon. Like when the Chinese balloon happened, every fucking comic I know, self included, wrote a joke about the Chinese balloon. So you're just naturally going to have a few instances where like the similar joke comes out, just because everyone's trying to write about it.
So like low hanging fruit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do you have a Chinese balloon joke?
I have one like it's about how Jesus turned water into wine, and everybody's like I've heard like a bunch of jokes on how Jesus turns water into wine from a bunch of different kind of comedians. I guess it's trying to make it unique, like because it is like when I think about that joke, I'm like, okay, so this is obviously the story of that has been around forever. Comedy's been around for a long time.
100%.
You know what I mean? You know, the premise of Jesus turning water into wine is pretty broad. You know.
Drew, do you ever have any jokes like that? That it's like something that is so common that people either bring it up that you said it, or
You know what? Pretty much a lot, man. Especially with like broader topics. Like I was writing a joke about the Chinese balloon, but I felt like I had to stop because for one, everybody had, you know, we were all thinking this. It was all parallel thought. You know what I'm saying? We're all thinking the same exact thing, right? We're probably gonna come up with a good conclusion. But the difference is, I mean, you come up with a different punchline. You'll come up with a different punchline. I'll come up with a different punchline.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
as long as it's different. That's what matters. It has to be different.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Make it more clever, right?
Yeah.
Not for the generic punchline. It has to be like something that it was well thought out, well crafted. That's the joke that will definitely work.
Like I always like when comedians tell me like, what is your honest opinion on this? Like, what's your honest like you know what I mean? Like the spy balloon. Like, don't try to be funny. Like, what is your literal opinion on this, and then make fun of it. You know what I mean? Like that's because then people can't steal it. This is your brain. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's gonna come out the way you thought it.
The rush on like the open mic after the first open mic after a big event happens, and you get to see like everyone has their own like. But after the third or fourth one, like it kind of ruins it. Like if people keep bringing up the similar premise. You're like, all right, we get it, Chinese balloon. So you want to be that like first or second one to get in there,
Yes.
And just say it.
Yes.
Even if you throw the joke away the next night, it's still fun to get a laugh. Off,
Maybe
like, a
even
brand
say
new
it
joke
after,
like
like be like, just so you know, I'm the first one to make a Chinese balloon joke.
that. Exactly.
It's like right after the joke.
So there's like legit joke stealing, there's parallel thinking, and then there's a third one, street jokes. Do you guys know what street jokes are?
Like knock
Or
knock
any
jokes,
street
I
like
do.
a black guy and a white guy and a Mexican guy walk into a bar.
walk
kind
into
of
a
thing.
bar. In any of those
Yeah.
walk into a bar jokes, any like, and have you ever seen when a new comic comes out and then like half their set is just like street jokes where it's like, oh, you heard this from your grandpa one time. And
Oh
like,
my gosh, I'd rather talk to my mom for an hour.
All the time, dude. All
it's
the
fun.
damn time.
It's really cute. I've never had to be the person to pull someone aside and be like, hey, dude, like that's hacky as fuck. I try not to tell anyone. I'd rather tag someone's joke than tell them their joke is hacky. I would rather try and help them instead of like shitting on them. But I've
Yeah.
seen some comics come up and just do like an entire like, oh, that's straight out of like 101 jokes to tell on an airplane or shit like that. Like,
Yeah. It's either
tell
that
on an
or
airplane.
meme or meme comedy is the most pandemic, the most vile, disgusting thing that I've ever seen though. Meme comedy, man.
It's
What
because
does that
that's
mean?
a premise and a punchline, dude. It's easy to take real quick and try to dress it up. That's what they're
Dude.
doing. You're taking a premise and a punchline and they're just dressing it up. If they steal that, they're just dressing it up. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, it's homework with different endings, dude, basically.
you mean literal like meme, like pictures on the internet, or you saying
Yeah,
someone
like
trying
with
to
the words
explain
in the
that?
picture.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Straight up, man. I've seen 4 comics in San Antonio doing that shit.
Hey, before we get off stage, we should take a selfie with the crowd in the background. We don't have one of those yet.
Cool. Set it up. I'll keep talking while you
I'm-
set it up.
Got it.
I
I've got you
definitely
guys from
seen-
the top rafter. You want to come to the bottom so we can all have like a full audience, guys? Let's go. There we go. Don't commit suicide, Jesus. Take the stairs, man.
Don't commit suicide.
I've seen where one comic will use the same picture and do like 5 memes. I feel like that's the worst, where they just keep pushing out the same picture.
All right, guys.
Get
One.
shorter.
All right, try to spread out.
All
Try
right,
to
we're
get
gonna
yourself in.
You know what? Hey, by the count of 3, everybody goes Texas 3.
1, 2,
One.
3. Texas.
Texas
3.
All right, now I'm gonna do a video. 1, 2, 3. Let's start this off. What's up, everybody? This is the Texas 3. Look at this awesome crowd that we had here tonight. Drew Blues,
Give it up.
Jack Schutze.
Tiger Ruiz.
Damn. Over here in the
it's
Unknown
been
Theater,
real.
man.
It's been real.
Hell yeah. Long days, pleasant nights.
Peace.
Bye. Simon, you up there? You can hit us some music. I don't think Simon disappeared. I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna go play
Pro when you
DJ.
don't ask for it, man.
Oh
You can't
man.
ask for it.
So guys, did y'all enjoy the show so far, ladies and gentlemen? It was
I'm
pretty
up for
dope,
it.
right? Yeah.
Thank y'all for sticking
Hey,
around, guys. Appreciate y'all.
By the way, man, we would love to hear y'all's opinions. So if y'all want to talk about a topic that's coming up, a news article, please follow my Instagram and the Discord just for more topics so we can talk about, man. 'Cause we want to
Oh,
hear
and we also
y'all
got,
guys' opinion.
We got the
Oh, yeah, dude. Definitely drop
the
topics.
Unknown Theater has a show, Comedy Night in the Metaverse, tomorrow night, which is Thursday, similar time. And then we're also gonna jump into Jay's Smoking Lounge after this and check out Drew. You don't know about Jay's Smoking Lounge? do you?
No, not yet, man.
Bro, we
They
gotta go right now.
built a
I gotta
world
figure it
that is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Bro.
They said the word Jay and I got excited. Let's do
You
it,
could
bro.
smoke
Yeah,
weed.
yeah.
All right, guys. If you want to smoke weed, metaverse weed with us in Joe's Joint Shack, whatever it's called, let's go. Come on.
Jay's Smoking Lounge. Thank
Let's
y'all
go.
so
Let's
much.
go get pixelated.
Fuck yeah.
Right now.